of the Silmarils and the unrest of the Noldor. The dream did not release me when the light failed. Instead, it deepened, as if the world itself had leaned closer, demanding to be witnessed. Darkness lay upon Valinor, not the honest dark of night beneath stars, but a wrongness, thick and stunned, like breath held too long. I felt it pressing against my chest. The air remembered light and mourned it. I walked, unseen, through the courts of the Valar, and everywhere there was stillness. Telperion stood like a slain king, his silver leaves dull and unmoving, dew frozen upon them as if time itself had halted in grief. Laurelyn's boughs drooped, her warmth fled, her last fire lingering only as a ghost upon the ground. Yavanna knelt between them, her hands darkened with sap, and I felt her sorrow sink into the very bones of the world. "There will be no healing," she said at last, her voice low and cracked, as though she spoke not only to the Valar, but to Ea itself. "The light has passed beyond recall." Then the Valar turned their thought to the one who still held that light unmarred. Melkor's deed and the stolen Silmarils was as yet unknown to them. Fëanor came before them, tall and terrible in his grief, his eyes burning brighter now than the trees ever had. The Silmarils were not upon him, yet I could feel them as one feels the memory of fire on the skin. He stood rigid, like a blade that has decided it will not bend again. Manwë spoke first, and there was sorrow in him, not command. "Noldo," he said, "great is your making, and greater still its need. Give us the jewels. With them, Yavanna may yet rekindle what was lost." For a moment, only a moment, I thought Fëanor wavered. His hands trembled, and I felt the pull of his love for the light, and the terror of losing what he had poured his soul into. Then pride rose in him like a locked gate slamming shut. "No," he said. The word rang louder than any shout. "Never," he went on, his voice sharpening. "Would you have me unmake myself to heal what even you could not guard? These jewels are mine. They are my life. If I surrender them, I surrender all that I am." Mandos lifted his hood then, and the world seemed to lean away from him. "Then all that you are shall be bound to all that you have chosen," he said, "and that choice shall follow you beyond the circles of the world." Fëanor turned from them without bow or farewell. Not long after came the tidings that shattered what little restraint remained in him. I saw the messengers approach him at Formenos, their faces pale, their words stumbling under their own weight. "Your father," they said. "Finwë is slain. He sought to protect the Silmarils from Melkor, who has now fled and in possession of them." Something broke, not loudly, but completely. Fëanor's grief did not spill outward in tears. It collapsed inward, becoming fury. Morgoth had not only stolen the Silmarils, he had slain the one being Fëanor had loved without rivalry. He called the Noldor together beneath the cold stars newly kindled by Varda, and there, in the sharp air, I heard the voice that would drive an age to ruin. "Friends," he said, though there was already distance in the word. "Kin of my blood, are we prisoners here, content with borrowed joy? Shall we let the black foe sit in Middle-earth crowned with our light, while our father lies unavenged?" Murmurs rose, anger, fear, longing. Fingolfin stepped forward, his face stern. "You speak of leaving the Blessed Realm," he said. "You speak of defying the Valar. This road has no return." "Then let it not," Fëanor replied. "Better to die pursuing justice than to rot in obedience." Finarfin spoke then, softer, heavy with foreboding. "Justice sought in wrath is already poisoned, but the fire had caught. The Noldor cried out for action, for freedom, for vengeance." And then Fëanor spoke the words that froze my breath even within the dream. By Ilúvatar's name, by the everlasting darkness and the light that was lost, he swore an oath with his 7 sons, an oath to pursue with hatred unending any who withheld a Silmaril from them, whether Vala, elf, or any being yet to walk the world. I felt the oath strike the fabric of E like a hammer blow. It was not merely spoken, it was woven into fate. Mandos answered, and his voice was iron and winter. "Ye have sworn in madness," he said. "Tears unnumbered ye shall shed. The valor will fence Valinor against you. On the house of Fëanor the doom of Ilúvatar lieth, and it shall follow you to the end." Some hearts broke at that, and turned back. Finarfin repented and would not go on. Others hesitated, caught between loyalty and dread. But Fingolfin followed at last, though sorrow weighed upon him like armor too heavy to bear, and many went with him, not for love of Fëanor's oath, but for fear of being sundered from their people. Thus the unrest of the Noldor became open rebellion. I was given a glimpse of what was to come. I saw the white ships of the Teleri at Alqualonda, their swan prows shining, and heard the first cries of kinslaying echo across the water. I saw fire rise at Losgar, red against the night, as the stolen ships burned, and trust burned with them. I saw Fingolfin's host turn north, toward the grinding ice of the Helcaraxa, where the world itself would test every vow spoken in pride. And far away, in the deep places of Middle-earth, Melkor, now named Morgoth by Fëanor, set the Silmarils upon his iron crown. They burned upon his brow, hating him even as he coveted them, a pain he welcomed because it proved his triumph was real. In that moment I understood, though it filled me with dread, that the greatest beauty ever made by the children of Ilúvatar had become the sharpest wound, and that the music had entered a new movement, fierce and relentless, in which glory and grief would walk side by side, and neither would release the other until the world was broken and remade.
In tyranny of silver towers, under Arda's patient stars, Fëanor shaped the secret fire, held the dawn in crystal hearts. Silmarils in starlight, living flame in living glass, all the songs of first beginnings folded in their shining past. Silmarils in starlight, gentle, holy glow, light before the breaking, light the elder know. Silmarils in starlight, high above the foam, calling restless children far from wisdom's home. Whispers move through marble halls, soft as wind in golden leaves. Pride and longing braided tight in the hearts that could not sleep. Oh, Noldor, fair and faithful, hands of craft and eyes of flame. Shadows touched your dreaming, softly speaking each bright name. Oh, Valinor, white and distant, where the two trees softly gleam, hear the rising